Hi, it's About975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And I'm just bringing you a fun evening of piracy and silliness from me and Scooby in Seoul. Me and Scooby were just generally hanging out, pirating people, chatting, and having some fun, some no cargo free to goes. And then we had an incident with the commander, and we got some piracy done and had some pew pews. So I thought I'd bring it to you. Predictably, Sol was being his usual self, so that meant I navlocked onto Scooby a couple of times, but didn't actually get to the right location. Sol can be a bit pain of a butt for instancing, and you can have issues. So sometimes stuff happens in Sol, and I tend to give people more benefit of doubt because it's in Sol than other places. Because I'm fully aware that Sol can be a little bit sketchy at times, and there we go. I did instance this time on the navlog, but yeah, the guy, no cargo, free to go. Yeah, I think Scooby was hoping the Anaconda would shoot us, but I don't think he had any. I don't know if he had any weapons or not. And man, that NPC dropped in right in front of me. That's so rude. Elite bounty hunter, obviously. I'm not going to shoot him because I don't want to get the bounty. And yeah, so we were having fun blockading Seoul, chatting and just hanging out. And so we had a customer come along, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. If I see the game tag again and they're having these sort of issues, then it might call it more into question. But we saw a vet, sent him a message stop for scan. I interdicted him. I could tell that he'd either combat logged the instance or crashed because the limpets weren't yielding any cargo and his shields weren't taking any damage from being shot at. But it was one of those things where it could be because he was in Seoul and he crashed, but I don't know. And like I say, I'm more inclined to give the benefit of the doubt when it's in Seoul. When he did relog in, Scooby stayed down in the instance to see if he relogged in, and when he did relog in, Scooby just decided that was, he was going to blow him up for potentially being a combat logger. But there were odd things, like that was a big lag spike there. There were things that were like, well, I don't honestly know, if this is a combat log or a crash. I sent him a crash question mark and he never responded to the message. So yeah, I knew at this point there was not yield any cargo. There's definite indication that something is amiss, and shield's not taking any damage, then vanishes. So it does look like a combat log, but then it's Seoul. Here's Scooby's view of it. And yeah, so we did decide to Cease decided to stay down, keep an eye out, and wait for the guy to come back, and then kill him because Scooby was like, I'm sure it's a log. I mean, the guy had hyperdrive engaged. It was going around in like a circle, not off in a straight line. So I don't know. I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying probably, maybe a crash. Who knows? But certainly, the next time he was in instance, I went straight for the hatch breakers, immediately getting some cargo, and Scooby went straight for the kill. So it was interesting. The guy did launch a fighter, which I was surprised by, and yeah, but it all soon kicked off. Scooby comes barreling and I get a couple of limpets worth of cargo. Scooby was here, so luckily for me he was able to take the pressure of the NPCs away from me and leave me free to scoop up all the cargo. But yeah, all in all, this was a fun night's piracy with some actual success. The guy had obviously been doing signal sources, and like I said, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Scooby's a little less generous, and as you can see, he's decided that he's going to kill this guy no matter what, and he's engaged in that. So I'll flip over to Scooby's view. He basically humps the guy to death as quickly as possible. Had the guy communicated and chatted to us, he'd have probably avoided taking this rebuy, but there's not a lot you can do. I mean, it looked like a combat log. Scooby's not going to take any chances, and you know, while I don't like us killing people while we pirate, it's a bit different when they disappear on you, and yeah, this sort of thing's going to happen. If it had come back and said, oh yeah, I crashed, that's fine. I did try my best to encourage him to communicate. I even offered him a share of 20 wing missions, you know, but he didn't seem interested. He didn't communicate at all, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because I don't know the commander, and you know, but if I see the gamer tag again logging again, then we'll know for sure. But it seemed odd. It wasn't a particularly well built ship. It wasn't a very particularly strong vet, obviously. It got mauled very quickly. Luckily for me, Scooby's in his cutter, so he's now going to take the police presence away so I can scoop in peace, which is great. Because of the fight and everything going on, the cargo did get spread out all over the place. I'm surprised actually the cargo stayed instance and didn't go into its you know, awkward de-instance state where you have to ram it back into instance. But yeah, I picked up a fair few stolen limpets as well, but they don't count towards cargo. On the Dartmoor Order, the leaderboard for cargo, we don't count that. We just count cargo as in tonnage. Me and Scooby were on for hours all night long, and oddly, we took a break and came back, and I actually got a picture perfect bit of piracy done, which I didn't record, which was annoying, but that was later on in my clipper. But overall, I had a good fun night. 2 bits of piracy, killing a potential logger, not knowing for 100% sure if they were a logger or not, but you know, they died anyway. Scooby's patience with things and giving people leeway is a little less than my attitude, but you know, I'm not going to stand in his way when someone looks like they've logged. You know, Scooby is going to do what he does, and fortunately for me, he's doing his O.J. Simpson impression and leaving me free to scoop while the police chase him around. There we go. I mean, we got some cargo, had some fun, interacted with a few players, had some no cargo free to go, and all in all, it was a good evening. Scooby was disappointed with me in this instance because I decided to rob this guy. If I'd have checked him in Super Cruise for his modules, I might have noticed he had a kill warrant scanner on first, and elected to attack him for being a bounty hunter. But instead, he got the piracy treatment, no cargo free to go, not the die bounty hunter die message. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Would you have given them the benefit of the doubt, or would you be shouting they're a logger? That's all. Thank you very much for watching.